3 ways I overcame my health anxiety. Number 1, I started waiting 2 weeks before I went and got a symptom checked out. Now, it's obviously incredibly important to say with this that if you have a serious symptom, right, and whatever country you're in, you're going to have, if you go online, you'll see what those symptoms are. You obviously need to go and get checked out. But, if I had like a little mole that had come up on my arm, or if I was like feeling a little bit of weakness in my body, or if there was just some little thing that was bothering me, rather than going and rushing to the doctor and getting it checked out, what I instead started doing was waiting 2 weeks, okay? And what this did is it just created a bit of distance, right? What I said to myself was, okay, I'm worried about this right now, but let's see where it is in 2 weeks, okay? Like, let's see if I'm still as worried about it, and let's see if the symptom is actually still there in 2 weeks. Because what you'll find most of the time is that the symptom has passed and you're maybe worrying about the next thing, right? But keep a journal of this, right? So when did you start, and then track it, 2 weeks from now, and see where it is. Number 2, I started to challenge my thoughts, okay? So I started to really be honest and become very logical about the thoughts that I was having about my health, right? So if my brain was telling me that I had a very serious disease and this mole on my arm was the worst thing that I could imagine, I started giving myself reasons as to why that might not be true, right? With health anxiety, we always go to the worst case scenario, right? We always have this kind of very black and white thinking where we always think it's going to be the worst case. And instead, what I started doing literally on a piece of paper on the other side, I would say, okay, I think it's serious, but let's come up with 10 reasons why this might not be as bad as I think it is, okay? Really, really powerful exercise. And then the third thing that I did was meditation, okay? So often with health anxiety, our nervous systems are just completely and utterly overfried, right? Our brains are working overtime and we're just running at a kind of 7, 8 out of 10 on the scale of being, panicked and anxiety that's running around our system, right? So what I found very useful, and this is a very gradual process, it happens in months, not weeks, and this is just daily meditation, right? So 10, 20 minutes every day to just slowly and gradually calm down the storm that's happening in your brain. Give these a try. Personally, I found them really, really helpful.